Hey guys, it's Buffaque again. I hope you guys are doing well as always. Tonight I'm doing a video for you guys on the most recent addition to my Spyderco knife collection, and that is this beauty right here. This is the TNP Patreon Dragonfly. Basically, guys, this is a knife that was made available to Nut and Fancy's Patreon members. It went up one evening and sold out within about 2.5 to 3 hours, I believe. There were 580 of these blades made total, and from what I've read, I think something like 260 of these blades sold out in less than an hour. They went really quick. It was basically a situation where, if you were a member of Nut and Fancy's Patreon, he posted and said, hey, I'm getting ready to drop a really cool exclusive blade. If you're interested, here's the link. Here's when it'll be available. They're going to go fast, so be ready. And this is the first knife that I've bought that is basically an exclusive knife, with the exception maybe of my Cutlery Shop, sorry, I couldn't think of the name, the Cutlery Shop exclusive Zome Endura I have there. So other than that Endura, this is the only kind of exclusive knife that I have in the collection, and I've got to say, I'm really in love with this knife. I've always liked the Dragonfly. I like the convenient size. It's really lightweight, very slim, just incredibly well built. It gives you all of the luxuries that you get with basically any Spyderco blade, but it's a nice compact small size. I work in a field where I don't really want to advertise that I'm carrying a great big knife on me. It's not a huge deal, but generally a smaller knife is a knife that I'm going to carry more. I think a lot of us are kind of in that category. So I've always liked the Dragonfly. When this thing came out, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys, basically the image that was linked to the website when this first went out. Okay, so it was available at, I think, like 4 o'clock, and when you clicked on the link, the image that you could see there on the website was blank. You couldn't see what the knife looked like. The description was there, but you couldn't really see what it looked like, at least at first. I think eventually it loaded for some people, but there were a lot of guys on the Patreon website saying, well, I bought the knife, but I still don't really know what it looks like, so I'm just trusting that Nut and Fancy has built us something really cool. And I was one of those guys in that category. I didn't know exactly what it looked like, but I trusted him, and I really wanted something exclusive, something that was one of a kind, and something that was basically going to tie me into kind of that Patreon, or I'm sorry, the TNP lineage. You know, I wanted one of those exclusive things. So here it is. Just a real quick rundown of what makes this knife unique. Obviously, the very first thing that probably jumps out at you is the color, between the color of the handles and the color of the blade. It is just a really cool looking combo. The blue on black just looks really great in my opinion. 1.2 ounces overall, so the same weight as just any standard Dragonfly. Okay, the blade, this is kind of why you pay more, not only because it's an exclusive, but the blade material, S35VN. So yeah, this is a little bit tougher than your standard S30V. A little bit harder to sharpen, you know, you could argue that point, but definitely a little bit tougher material. So hopefully, if you do plan on using this knife, hopefully you're going to get a little bit more mileage out of that blade before you have to go to the sharpener with it. Black titanium carbonitride coated hardware. Okay, so all of the hardware you see here, that's all black coated, unlike, say here's a good, I think this is the exact same comparison Nut made on his video, but you can see there difference between the two as far as all the coated hardware. Okay, you can see for yourself what's different there. Black coated wire clip, a high tension wire clip. I didn't realize when I first got this knife that it's definitely a high tension clip. I thought it was just the same as the standard clip, but it definitely feels like there's a lot more pressure on it to get it in and out of the pocket. It's got that great compression there, so there's definitely no risk of this thing falling out of your pocket if you've got it clipped in there. At least I don't see how that could happen. Let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, the TNP Blue Pantone matched FRN bidirectional volcano grip handles. I just love that color. That is a really cool color. The blue and black, again, just makes an awesome statement. This is the first time that Spyderco has done a black coated blade. Okay, the black coated, the DLC coated leaf blade. This is the first time they've done it in the Dragonfly. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. In the Dragonfly, this is the first time this has ever been done, at least as far as I can tell. And my guess is this is going to be something that will become a regular thing for Spyderco eventually, because I think this is such a cool looking knife. I think a lot of guys are going to be wanting to have this option down the road, if not in an exclusive blade, just in a regular Dragonfly with a black coated blade. I'll admit I don't prefer coated blades. I like a nice satin blade, but on this it looks awesome. It really looks cool. No steel liners in this knife. Okay, so same as with standard Dragonfly. Dragonfly doesn't come with steel liners, so that's part of what helps keep that weight down. Again, locking bar on this one coated as well. What else haven't I mentioned to you guys? I think the only other thing is the decal here. Hopefully you can see that well. That's a bronze laser engraved decal and serial number. All of this was done directly by Spyderco. This is the first ever TNP / Spyderco collaboration. Okay, so everything you see here is all original. Okay, this is basically, like I said, the coolest thing I have in my collection at this point. A lot of you are going, it's really not that special, it's just an exclusive Dragonfly, big deal. But to me, this is just the fact that I'm a very proud owner now of something that is tied into the TNP channel. I'm really proud of. TNP has been a great source for me, not only for just things like buying knives and firearms and things like that, but it's also helped kind of motivate me to get out and do more. Don't sit around. You know, if you sit around, you don't last long. We all know that. So it's been a good source for me to keep me motivated to go out, adventure, find adventure, make your own adventure. Just get out and enjoy life. Live life and enjoy yourself. And I've got to say, this knife is a good representation of what the channel is meant to me. It's awesome. It's reliable. You know that the information you're getting is unbiased and accurate. You know, nothing is not in somebody's pocket. He's just giving honest information, and I'm just really, really super excited by this blade. I think this is just excellent. So I hope you guys find this interesting. Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't mention this. I don't think I did. The price of this knife. This knife went for about $95. Okay, so definitely higher price than what you'll pay for a standard Dragonfly, no question there. But for what you're getting, especially with that steel, okay, that S35 VN steel in a Dragonfly, you know, that black coated leaf blade in a Dragonfly, definitely worth the price. No question to me. That is just such a cool looking thing. It says $579. I think they really did $580. Yeah, $579 is a strange number to do. I think they actually did $580. Why they didn't put it on there, I'm not sure. I don't know if maybe Nutton is the owner of the actual 580, or if Spyderco keeps 580, or Blade HQ keeps, I don't know. But at any rate, Spyderco, Blade HQ, Nutton Fancy, thank you all. A lot of us have these knives now. Well, at least 500, some of us. But on behalf of all of us, this is an awesome knife, and we are all really stoked to have it. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. We'll see you next time.